We are just a few miles from Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And now it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 16 yards on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He got 29 yards that time. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricardo Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Over the middle to Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing, Mayfield, flush to his right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Being chased out left. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he lost the football. A first down throw from Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Oh, yeah! 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, Green, Trevor, C. Hey, sub.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
First down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way. I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing, Winston. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Again, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down. You can't hang.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And some room to run now. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple C.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
We got 4. Let me go.
On third down, Winston. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
No, check, Patriots!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He gets them moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on third. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Winston looking deep downfield. Shedding. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 14. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? Would he break a couple of tackles?
I
mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Mayfield. Smith catches left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quan Alexander in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his left. That's complete right around the 8. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Even. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hey, stop. Even. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Winston. A They'll look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
5-0. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Sonic.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Detroit! Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. That one goes for 24 yards.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Let's go now.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Easy. Slam. Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hold this. Sonic. Where do we go?
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Sonic.
From the gun, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Sonic. Hey, 5-0.
From the red zone now, Winston. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play fake. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 10. That's a strong running. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Jameis now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Sonic! Sonic! Hey, sub. Easy. Hey. Sonic!
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Sonic!
On 2nd down, Winston again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Back now in Tampa. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he gets it down to the 32. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Mayfield on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out here, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On play action, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Handoff comes to Chubb. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
No, check. Patriot!
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better